All right, now, the instrument panel. Continue with color and shape, okay? Your instrument panel is talking to you through color and shape. This is your speedometer. It tells you how fast your car is going, okay? There are two sets of numbers. The big ones on the outside, miles per hour. The little ones on the inside are kilometers. So why do you think kilometers are included on American cars?
For when foreign people are here?
Okay. Anybody else?
Because the model of the car may be built by like people of different countries and stuff, just like you were saying, like the model of the car was built by somebody in Asia or stuff like that.
Okay. So the country of origin includes their requirements, okay? One that you haven't mentioned yet, think about it. Part of our, not to get political, but part of our United States problem is we're very our perspective orientated. So we're in Maryland. But for someone who's in New York State, somebody who's in Michigan, somebody who's in Oregon, somebody's in Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, they butt up against a border of another country. And you can drive right across from Mexico, drive right up to Canada. When you drive to Mexico or Canada, you have to obey kilometers, not miles per hour. Remember, the United States is probably the only country left that uses standard measurements. Everybody else is going metric. So, for that reason, you have both of them included. Make sense to you? All right. So, your car is equipped with some things that you're looking at. Well, it's for a reason. All right? Little small reasons like that, little details. All right? Now, this is your tachometer. All right? Or tachometer, as some people call it. This tells you about the speed of your engine, called RPMs, revolutions per minute, okay? Now, this can be important because you want to know if your transmission's acting up. Well, if your RPMs are riding high, too high, like of 4,000, and you're taking off from a dead stop, that could be a problem. You're cruising on the highway, and it's 5,000. That's a problem. 1,000. That's a problem. You want to stall out. Okay? So it can tell you about the revolutions per minute. And that translates into knowing about your motor. If there's a problem with your motor. That don't look like we're doing anything right, so let me get to the shoulder as quick as fast as possible. It's information. All you're doing is gathering information. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, even though I'm a car guy, okay, and I can sit here and have a conversation with cars all day long. I'm not trying to. I don't want you to get the impression that I'm recruiting you to be part of a club. Okay, I'm not trying to make anybody a mechanic. Okay, no one's gonna leave here. I don't expect anybody to go run down to get ASC certified because Mr. Ming talking about car parts. No, but I want to expose you to certain things so you know how the car you're driving works. Okay. And so your tachometer, you may not understand all the information it's really telling you. If it's going too high, you know there's a problem. You see what I'm saying? So Samantha doesn't have to know, oh, my car is going to cruise at 32 RPMs and it's going to be idle and my max pressure is at 4,000, 4,100. No, she just needs to know that needle's supposed to be where it's going to be. If it's not where it was just yesterday and it's higher than yesterday, I got an issue. It was around 3 yesterday, so it was around 5. Daddy, I'm calling Uncle Joe. Somebody have to help me out. Samantha, you see what I'm saying? Okay? Everybody see what I'm saying? Kayla, you got it? Mackenzie, you got me? Okay. Here's your fuel gauge. Your fuel gauge tells you how much fuel is in your tank. That's what it does. Full all the way to empty. Okay? That's what it does. Here's your gear indicator. Modern day cars, all of them have the indicator right in the middle. So it tells you there exactly what's going on. That's where it's going to be. All right? So your shift lever in the center console is also going to show you right here in the middle. All right? Now, on the other side is your temperature gauge. Okay? This is your temperature gauge. All right? Tells you the temperature of the coolant, which tells you the temperature of the motor. Okay? Some cars, some trucks that are heavy duty or high performance will also have an oil temperature gauge, which gives you the temperature of the oil, which is more specific. Okay? So, but these are what all of these are doing. Okay? Green or blue lights indicate the system is being used currently. Okay? So, green is cruise control right here. It's on. This is cruise control set right here. This right here is your high beams. Now, this right down here is your low beams. But if you look at the color and the shape, it tells you how to differentiate and what to look for. Blue, but look at the shape. It's very similar, almost exact same shape. Down to the bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. High beams got the same shield shape there, but the lines are perfectly straight. Low beams, guess what? They're slanted. Okay? So just those little differences are telling you about the color and shape. What kind of light bulb is it? Well, it's green, so it's not the high beams. High beams are blue. Okay? It's slanted, so it's not going to be high beams because high beams are straight. It's got the same bars, so it's not a fog light. It's going to be a running, not a running light. It's probably a low beam light. Okay? Oh, and the other one there was your indicator, your blinker. Okay? Yellow or orange lights indicate a situation that you need to address, but may not be urgent. Okay? Here is your fuel. Okay? Now, knowing about your car, look in your owner's manual. Owner's manual is the manufacturer's manual of giving you information specifically about your car. Okay? So this gas tank light comes on. My wife had this minivan, Honda Odyssey minivan. That light came on literally less than 5 miles. That thing was out of gas. Sometimes 1 mile, it would be out of gas. And it wasn't a malfunction. That's how the thing works. Okay? I got an Acura. An Acura is a Honda. Okay? My Acura, the light goes on, I got 25, 30 miles to go before I got to worry about running out of gas. Okay? So, it's same kind of car maker, different car model, different, I had a Chevy. Chevys tell you, yeah, the light goes on, but they got a 26 gallon tank, and it tells you the number of gallons. You have about 7 to 8 gallons left in the system, which translates how you drive. You look at it, what? Per gallon, about 12 miles per gallon, 18 miles per gallon. So it tells you how far you can go. All right? Here's your TPS sensor, tire pressure sensor. Okay? Your check engine light. The check engine light comes on for 100 different reasons. Not all of them are emergencies. Okay? But you need to get it read to figure out what it is. Is it an electrical current problem or is it just a sensor? Most times it's a sensor somewhere that's just gone or acting crazy. Okay? So your check engine light, you want to get it read, figure out what's going on. Your ABS light. Your ABS light is anti-lock braking system. Okay? And so when that light goes on, it's telling you the system is turned off. The reason why it's not catastrophic is you can drive without the ABS system. You don't need it. It's a creature comfort. It's a safety and an enhancement. Okay? But you have to know how to operate your car. Because if that thing is off, you can lock up your tires real quick. Okay? Now, red lights, dangerous malfunction. Okay? You're about to encounter a situation that you don't want to be involved with. Okay? So notice the color and the shape. The bottom left here. Okay? See the shape? Look at the slide before us. Oops. Come back. Here you go. Look at the shape. It's the same exact shape, different color. So what do you think it's telling you about? Brakes. If you see this circle with the two half lines around the side, it's talking about brakes, a brake system issue. Red means catastrophic. Okay, you're gonna have to stop now. You got seconds to figure this thing out. Okay, so this has to do with your braking system right here. You have an imminent braking issue. Okay, this one in the middle is talking about oil pressure. Okay, you're losing oil pressure. You got too much the oil pressure problem. Okay, the one on the right is a battery. Okay, what do you think that battery sign is telling you?
It's dead?
The battery's dead?
Yeah.
So think about it. If the battery is dead, is there a light going to be shining?
Something's wrong with the electrical system.
Something's wrong with the electrical system. And so this is a way of thinking, all right? So Aliana, all right? I love that answer because Aliana gave the answer that most people give, okay? And it's something we don't think about. If I have a battery issue, is the car really going to have a light telling me there's a battery issue? No, the battery is dead. The car's not doing anything, okay? But that battery is going to tell you about one or two things. Most common thing is your alternator. When that light goes on, your alternator is or has failed, okay? So that's what's going on there. Or you have an electrical problem. There's a ground or something that's loose, okay? So it goes to your electrical system. So you see that battery light, it's talking, when it's on, it's talking about electrical system issues. Everybody got me? Kayla, you follow me? Okay. Now, review, all right? What is a pre-entry check? Who can tell what a pre-entry check is?
When you're looking around the car,
Cars.
any
Yeah.
like leaks or animals, pedestrians, stuff like that.
Property.
Yeah.
Okay. So the pre-entry check is telling you about your cars, it's telling you about your environment also. You're looking for the 3 Ps, pets, property, pedestrians. You're looking for the leaks, the condition of the tires. You're looking at the debris that may be around the car. All of these things are what you're looking for your pre-entry check. This is about your environment as well as the car, all right? So that's what that's about, all right? Now, what are some of the things the pre-entry check is designed to find? Just mention it. Animals and children. Why would an animal or child be under your car? They're looking for food or a toy. So you're looking around to make sure that these things aren't under the car. I don't want to have a flat tire, so I need to make sure my tires be a good have good air pressure. Leaks. I need to make sure mechanically the car is sound, right? And again, you don't need to be a mechanic. I work on cars, as a hobby. Okay. Some people, no, I never. That's a hobby of mine. Okay. So, being as it may, I got no problem. I pick it up because I know it. You don't. And again, what I'm saying is, you don't even have to. Color and shape. Ooh, green. That was good. That's it. You don't need to know about the radiator, the hoses just yet. You don't need, I can go down the line, the whole cooling system, how it works, the pressure, none of that. All you need to know is green, possible problem, somebody check it out. Make sense? All right. What are some of the reasons why a seatbelt is important for safe driving?
So you don't die.
Yes.
All right, so Alex does not want you in front of her because you have a seatbelt on and she's got to try to pass you back up together. All right? Alex is like, no, not today. We're not doing that. All right? So we don't want you to get going out the car, getting shit, blasted out the car windows, nothing like that. We want to keep you in the car, safe. There you go. All right? How should it be worn? Over the middle of the shoulder, across the chest, tight around the hips, okay? Not over the belly, okay? Over the hips. What are some examples of vehicle control equipment, and when is it appropriate to use that equipment? So vehicle control equipment would be what?
Your brakes is one.
Okay. So you got your steering wheel. You've got
steering wheel.
Parking brake.
Gears.
Yeah, your gear shift selector. Okay. These are all things that are be your equipment. All right. What is communication equipment? Windshield wipers. We'll give it to them. More importantly, what? You got your lights. You got your horn. Okay. You got your what else they say? The horn. Oh, hazard lights. Okay. So those are communication equipment. What is a parking brake, and how does the driver use one? Somebody tell me.
It's done for.
So the parking brake does what, Miss Loretta? What's the purpose of the parking brake, y'all?
Supposed to be a park.
Put the vehicle in park and hold the car in park. That's it. Okay? What types of gauges are found on the instrument panel, and what kinds of information does those gauges provide? Okay? So give me one.
Speedometer.
Okay, tachometer, fuel gauge, speedometer, temperature gauge, gear selector. Okay, and what these gauges do is they tell you again, gear selector. What in a glance, give me a second, guys. All right. So in a glance, it tells you what gear you're in. Okay. It tells you, hey, you know what? I'm in drive and I'm good. I'm in D1, D2, D3. What particular gear I'm in? I'm driving going forward. I do not want to see reverse. Okay. So that's what's going on there. Okay. Speedometer tells you how fast you're going. Tachometer tells you the revolutions per minute, the speed of the motor. So the speedometer tells you the speed of the car, the tachometer tells you the speed of the motor. Okay? Fuel gauge obviously tells you about what? The fuel gauge, how much fuel's in the car. Alright? So far so good?
Yeah.
Okay. How should a head restraint be positioned? It should be about no more than this close, okay, or touching the back of your head, okay. So that's where it should be to the top of your head also. So the top of your head here, your head restraint goes right there, okay. What does the red indicator light mean? It means that catastrophic problems are coming. You got seconds to make a decision. Okay, half the time, like your brake doesn't even, it comes on after the problem. So you don't have brakes, and all of a sudden the brake light comes on. It's the most irritating light ever. Okay, Aliana, unmute yourself for a second.
Yes.
I want you to tell me how annoying is it if you drop something, you carrying a bunch of books, and you drop them on the floor, and then all of a sudden somebody comes over, stands over, and says, you know you drop your books on the floor.
Yeah, it's annoying.
You do want to look at them and smack them, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get this frustrated, blank look in your face, and you're like questions like, did you just say that? Why would you? That's what the brake light's like. All of a sudden, you have no brakes. The brake light comes on and says, oh, Aliana, you have no brakes. You look at the dashboard like, oh, are you serious now? You see why I tell you it's the most annoying light ever? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Now, what does the yellow orange light indicator mean?
It means it's
Situation you need to address, but it may not be urgent.
right.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Good. Mackenzie on the job. Mackenzie. All right. So, okay, Mackenzie, what does the blue-green light indicator mean? Come on, come right back at you. Come on. You got this one. Come on, tell me. It's easy. Come on.
The blue green light means it's being used currently.
It's on. Don't. Where you go? Mackenzie, come back here. Just because I say something don't mean to go anywhere. Come on. Come back here, Mackenzie. Unmute yourself. Mackenzie, you ran away like I was yelling at him. Listen, it's very simple. It's on. Anytime you have a blue-green light, it's on. Mackenzie? So it's operating. Look, I don't need you to be. I want you to know. And guess we're teaching you from the book, right? I want this practical. I try to make things practical. I told you. You see me. I'm real. I'm trying to be real with this, okay? You know when that's on. Is it? You ain't sitting there talking about the function is currently in use. No, bruh, it's on. You know what I'm saying, Mackenzie? You see it? Look, you see that yellow orange light. What are y'all? Issue. Okay, I got an issue. I need somebody gonna have to help me with this one.
Oh.
You got me? You feel me? Listen, I don't aim to make this complicated. I try to make it as simple as possible. I don't know. It's more important that I did Mackenzie. You know what you're talking about. And look, all my ladies, okay? A lot of you look like Mr. May, you know, okay? Here's the thing, all right? And I'm gonna say this, and I don't care if the boys get mad at me or not, all right? Josiah can just stay mad if he wants to, all right? So, ladies, here's this one, all right? Most of you are very bright, okay? And most of you ladies in your generation know a lot more than the boys do. So, Mackenzie, if you know about what you're talking about, there's no boy coming up there talking about, well, you know, your car. No, bruh, it's green fluid. It's not my car. I got a GM here. That's not my car. You see what I'm saying? Ladies, I want to arm you with information. You don't have to do much. Boys come fly. Cameron, that boy comes flying, slinking up to you, Cameron, and you talking on that mess. You look at him. Hey, bro, I got a 5-speed. You got a 5-speed what? See?
System
Boom, over his head.
System
Do you understand what I'm saying, everybody? For my fellas, Josiah, you mad yet?
currently.
You ain't mad yet? I'll make you mad tomorrow then. All right? So, that's going to be tonight right there, okay? Any questions?
Maybe not.
Go to the quiz.
Might not be urgent.
Oh, do we have to?
Oh, you're going to knock it out the park. You're going to knock this out the park.
All right. 5 minutes going.
Ooh, pardon me. Water here.
Bây giờ Colin có thể đến với church because